Exploring Secrets of Success Chapter 7. Use your mind. Everything to make you a man and a woman of distinction and great success is inside you. When we were redeemed, one of the things that happened to us was an exchange in the spirit realm. Our natural mind was exchanged for Jesus' divine mind. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. 1 Corinthians 2:16. So, you and I have the mind of Christ, therefore, the world should mind us. What you carry inside you is peculiar, so the world should take notice of you, if only you know how to put it to use. The only wise God can't give birth to foolish children. No. We are wise people by inheritance, all we need do is to activate this rich deposit inside us. There is so much inside you and me, that when you become fully aware of it, you will be angry with mediocrity and failure. You can't fail, because the force that created the heavens and the earth is right inside you. Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Isaiah 5 verses 1-13. Unfortunately, however, though every believer has the creative and excellent mind of Christ, not everyone is aware of it or is using it. And that is the reason why a lot are on the floor, barely able to make ends meet. Every deprivation and frustration in life is because either there is no awareness of the rich deposit of grace or that grace is not fully utilized. The human brain contains largely untapped potential. The average person is said to utilize only about 10% of the brain's potential, and the very hard-working ones stretch this by only a fraction. It is the use of the mind or brain that will make the world to mind you. When your mind is not in use, the world will not mind you, because nobody minds a madman. But the productive use of the mind is what leads to success, causing those around you to mind you. Christianity enhances dignity, it doesn't bring people down. The reason many Christians are suffering today is because they suspended the use of their minds when they gave their lives to Christ, thinking that it was no longer needed. They think that the use of their minds for reasoning is contrary to faith. But they can't be farther from the truth. The use of your senses is what enhances your results. You require more smartness than strength to be successful in life. Every great building is not just built by digging holes in the ground to lay a foundation and then laying the blocks till a tower emerges. No. It begins on the architect's drawing board. Likewise, every great result or success in life begins on the drawing board of the mind. So many have great ideas, but lack the ability to fully develop these ideas. Every event in life is invented. What is an invention? It is intuition plus action. That is, giving feed to one's ideas. You don't just get to work immediately with your ideas. Rather, when an idea comes to you, you first settle down and thoroughly analyze your steps. When you are persuaded by the available facts, that what you are doing has a tomorrow, you can then get to work on the idea. The more time you invest in reasoning, the higher you rise in life. Working a thing or an idea is not what makes it work. It is working with the right sense and relevant facts that makes working resourceful. You need facts. Understand that faith does not nullify facts. In fact, in the school of success, fact is one of the principal pillars. It takes facts, about the task you are confronted with, to be fat. You need facts about your job. You can't just go and start selling vegetables without having the relevant facts about where they can be got, how they can be preserved, and what sales to expect. You need to adequately analyze these facts before you set out to start selling vegetables, otherwise you will only be engaged in an unfruitful labor. Any enterprise is built by wise planning, becomes strong through common sense, and profits wonderfully by keeping abreast of the facts. Proverbs 24 verses 3-4, TLB, every great thinker is a high flyer. No matter how spiritual you are, if you are not a thinker, you will sink and eventually stink. I have many proven and outstanding facts about ministry. I labored to locate them in 26 months before full ministry work started. I fully documented my discoveries and the way to apply them in order to succeed before the work began. Understand this, every outstanding result comes out of a good understanding. If you don't understand your job, you can't become outstanding in it. It's time to settle down and understand your job or given assignment. You don't start building a house before you begin to decide where the pillars will be. Where the pillars will be is determined on the drawing board. Thank God for how He has helped us on the foreign field, but we spent 6 months in incessant planning before the first set of missionaries went out. The objectives were well defined and the approach well spelt out. We had series of meetings at which we first collected the facts about mission work, discussed them and came out with how to handle the assignment. That business of yours has a very great future. All you need do is to give it greater attention than you are presently giving it, especially at the drawing board stage. If only you will plan your work, the world will mind you. If you will strategize your approach, your results will be outstanding. Look at that venture once again and ask yourself, where do I want this venture to end? You decide whether you want a mere subsistent business that will only put food on your table and clothes on your back, or whether you want to affect your generation by it. Double attention will earn you double success, so give it what it takes. What God is doing through this book is to provoke your mentality, in order to make you an outstanding success on the earth. So, accept the challenge. Great is God's hand on your life now, but He desires to make it greater by your sound reasoning and wise planning. You won't miss your outstanding success, in Jesus' name. Telling yourself, God will do it, without sitting down to do your own part of reasoning and planning, may leave the job undone forever. Every hand of God in your life is provoked by you. He said, "Draw nigh to me and I will draw nigh to you." Have you not read that every enterprise in life is built by wise planning? It becomes strong through the use of common sense and profits wonderfully by keeping abreast of the facts. I have read of so many men who had very limited education, but who through the adequate use of their minds have shaken their world. Michael Faraday, who became a giant in the world of science, had very little formal education. He began as a bookbinder in a press and later became a laboratory attendant. But he was a thinker, he could use his mind. No wonder he was able to explode in the world of science. Benjamin Franklin was another good thinker. He had only 2 years of formal education and was an apprentice in a printing shop. It was there that he developed the habit of reading. He taught himself how to read and write and grew to become one of America's foremost philosophers. Today, there is a Benjamin Franklin Day in America. These men exploded in the academic field, though they had very little formal education. They were able to do this through the productive use of their minds. This tells you what stuff your mind is loaded with. Your mind is full of vitality. There is something in it, that when it is engaged, will launch you into the realm of outstanding success. I don't believe there is anyone born a genius. Rather, every genius became one by engaging his mental faculty, by challenging it to productivity. In fact, a wise man once said that every outstanding result is a product of 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration, through the use of the mind. E.W. Kenyon challenges us to use our minds this way: make your brain work. It will sweat, but it will improve, it will develop until you become the envy of those around you. Success is not a gift, it is an attainment. It is not willed on people, it is earned. Every holder of a success miracle earned it by himself. Your mind is where your lifting is. All you need do is to settle down and be a good planner. Don't eat your tomorrow today, plan for progress, it doesn't just drop on people. I see the dawning of a new day for you. There is a great tomorrow just staring at you and God is beckoning on you, come up my son, come up thither, there's somewhere higher than where you are now. Don't say no to outstanding success, it's your birthright. Don't give in to pressures, rather, take advantage of the pressures to obtain the precious. There is something in you that the world needs, let it flow out of you. Believe in facts and information. Put in all it takes to acquire them, for they will give quality to your reasoning and planning.